live from the winning side. Great they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Break. 56, Mike, 56. Here we go, here we go. Eighty weapon. Let go.
Miller now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Pittsburgh. Check three.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Barnes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Barnes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie! Yo, cheetah!
Miller going to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Grant. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox white. Hey, wahoo! Get it!
From the gun, Barnes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. So go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
To throw on 3rd down. Miller. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Ready? Now Miller operating from the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there. But I like his moxie.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down, Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Bravo! Check 55 to Mike! Check 55 to Mike! Hey, let's go! Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, eat! Hey, Foxtrot! Defense all day! All day!
Now. On 3rd down, Barnes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Watch the twist. Rock it. Be dribble.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Miller got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
What can we do? What can we do? Do. X3. 218, chop. Check. Go.
Back to throw. Barnes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check 3. Check 99. On your 10. Hey. Hey, orbit.
They're going to try and throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Pilot, 64, weak, snap.
Throwing on first down. Barnes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Barnes. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check nickel. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
2nd and 6. This is the tight end Fant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hoover. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Barnes. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Barnes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Zeus.
On 4th down, Barnes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Ready? 18 Gator. I'm scared. Five.
Here's Miller throwing on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Looking to throw. Miller. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
58, Mike. Hey, Charlie. You.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Miller now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Miller throwing again. He's going to sling this deep down, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this 1st half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now he's going to go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Go.
Back to throw. Barnes. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check. Slam. 22 jet bomber. Save. Go.
Who do you want?
Tight dog.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike 56. Check. 56. Ready.
Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
On
first down, Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on third and long. Barnes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Rush in. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, Echo. Get it.
Throwing again. Barnes eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Looking to throw. Barnes completes it to Fant on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hey, exit. Ready?
On third down, Barnes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Miller. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up.
The money. 58, the money. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Five.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
58 the money.
2nd and 3. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Miller, operating from the gun. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. This is Grant, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 55!
Go, go.
Let's get that ball.
Check.
Back to throw. Barnes. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Barnes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's get this.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 quarters have come and gone, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Barnes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Broncos on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
80 weapon. Back. Hey, Delta.
On 1st down, Miller. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You draw corkers.
2nd and 4. His throw caught right around the 6. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Barnes going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.